Campbell, what woman won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979?
Mother Teresa.
That's right. Donald Neville, Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar are biblical characters associated with the birth of Jesus. Who were they?
The three kings.
Judges? We'll take it. The three wise men. Jennifer Agnew. The Sex Pistols helped introduce a new form of rock music. By what name is it known?
Punk rock.
Yes. Fernand Claveau. How many sides has a decagon?
10.
That's right. This is the team from McDonald Cartier High School in St. Hubert. Joan Henchy. What is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet?
Beta.
No, it's Delta. Mark Ulrich. What is the capital of Burma? That's Rangoon. Daniel Edison. What does the ohm measure?
Electricity.
No, electrical resistance. Pierre Pilote. What is 6/8 expressed as a decimal?
Decimal 4-5.
No, decimal 7/5. This is the team from Bishop Wheland High School in Lachine. These two high school teams are here to play the first game of the fourth league on Reach for the Top.
Reach for the Top, the game in which some of Quebec's brightest students show their knowledge and powers of quick recall as they compete for scholarships, the CBC Trophy, and the right to compete in the national finals of Reach for the Top in Corner Brook, Newfoundland. All this on Reach for the Top. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game. I'm Stan Gibbons, and we begin our fourth league today. Laval Catholic was the winner of our third league, Loyola and Riverdale of the first two leagues. And let's have a look at the schools that are going to be represented in our fourth league. There are 8 teams, of course, today. McDonald Cartier against Bishop Wheland. Then Malcolm Campbell will play against John Rennie. St. Thomas against Chambly County. And finally, West Hill will go against Lindsay Place. A good lineup of teams for our fourth league. Let's have a look at our judges now who are going to evaluate the students' answers. And here they are, Arnie Greenberg and Jackie Paul. They are both SAGEP teachers of Montreal, and their decisions are final. And now here's our quizmaster, Bob Cadman.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Stan. Hi, everybody. Well, we have two teams from suburban areas. We have from St. Hubert, McDonald Cartier, they're on the South Shore, and from Lachine, Bishop Wheland. So let's see how they fare on some news questions. These are open to 10 points apiece. According to government figures, what province has the greatest number of smokers in Canada? Stephen Campbell.
Quebec.
It is right here, Quebec. Name the one-time commander of NATO whom Ronald Reagan, Stephen Campbell.
Haig.
Alexander Haig, Secretary of State. Name the woman opposed to British Mark Ulrich.
Bernadette Devlin.
Bernadette Devlin was shot recently, yes. What is Bernadette Devlin's married Mark Ulrich? He doesn't know. Married name, McDonald Cartier, Stephen Campbell.
McInnesky.
Judges, close enough, McAlliskey. Name the country in which Judge Giovanni D'Urso was set free, Donald Neville.
Italy.
Yes. Name the woman who wrote an open letter and published it in many newspapers, including Montreal's Dimanche Matin. That's baffled them. I have to tell you, it was from Yoko Ono. The San Francisco Giants have a new manager, Mark Ulrich.
Frank Robinson.
Right. Who recently was 25 under par and winner of the Bob Hope Desert Golf Tournament. Yes, Mark.
Larry Pate.
No, McDonald Cartier, Donald Neville.
Arnold Palmer.
No, that was Bruce Litsky. And it is now McDonald Cartier 80, Bishop Wheland 20. Now we have a D question. All of the answers must start with the letter D. In what American city was President John F. Kennedy, Donald Neville?
Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. What is the capital of Syria? Yes, Stephen Campbell.
Damascus.
Yes. The city of Vienna is located on what river? Yes, Mark Ulrich.
Danube.
Yeah. And Britain's prime minister lives on what street? Mark.
Downing.
Downing Street, it is. These questions deal with sports winners in the year 1979. Okay, who won the World Series that year? Stephen Campbell.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Indeed. Who won the National Basketball Association Championship? Donald Neville.
The Celtics.
No, Bishop Whelan. Dan Gledison.
76ers.
No, the Seattle Supersonics. Who won the Grey Cup in 79? Stephen Campbell.
Edmonton Eskimos.
Yes. Who won the Super Bowl in January? Stephen Campbell.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes. Who won the U.S. Open Golf Tournament in 79? Daniel Edison.
Jack Nicklaus.
No, McDonald Cartier. Stephen Campbell.
Arnold Palmer.
No, it was Hale Irwin. Now the score is McDonald Cartier 130, Bishop Whelan 40. Read any good books lately? We have a question on books and authors. Tell me who wrote each of these books. Lord Jim. Lord Jim. Time is up. That is Joseph Conrad. The Mayor of Casterbridge. I don't know that one. That's Thomas Hardy. You should know this one. Lady Chatterley's Lover. Jennifer Agnew.
G.H. Lawrence.
You've got it. The War of the Worlds. Mark Gilroy.
Orwell.
No, McDonald Cartier, Stephen Campbell.
H.G. Wells.
Yes, and finally, Exodus. Exodus. Up to call time, that is Leon Uris. This is a 40-point question, starting at 40, dropping 10 points with each clue. Each team has one chance per clue. What year am I? In this year, Victor Emmanuel was proclaimed King of Italy by the first Italian Parliament. What year? Anybody take a try at it. No takers? All right, second clue then. In Russia, the serfs were emancipated, and a procedure was laid down whereby, Fernand Claveau.
1865.
Again, please.
1865.
No, whereby they could become owners of land. Bishop Whaling, your turn on this clue. No one there, okay. In England, the husband of Queen Victoria, Prince Albert, died of typhoid fever. What year am I? Anybody? Stephen Campbell.
1916.
No. Bishop Whalen. Mark Gilroy.
1917.
No. Final clue. Closer to home, the same year that saw Abraham Lincoln become president, Mark Gilroy.
1860.
No. President of the U.S. marked the outbreak of the American Civil War. McDonald Cartier, Fernand Claveau.
1861.
1861 is right for 10 points, yes. And here's a geography question now. In what body of water are these islands? The Balearic Islands. Heard of them, Donald Neville?
Atlantic Ocean.
No, Bishop Whalen. I have to tell you, that's the Mediterranean Sea. And Tristan da Cunha. That's an island, Stephen Campbell.
Pacific.
No, Bishop Whalen. Want to try it? Dan Gladison.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it's in the Atlantic. In what body of water is the Isle of Man? Fernand Claveau.
The English Channel.
No, Bishop Whalen.
North
Yes,
Sea.
dear. Pardon me?
The North Sea.
No, it's the Irish Sea. How about Anticosti Island? Jennifer Agnew.
St. Lawrence.
The St. Lawrence? Judges? Mark Gilroy.
Gulf of St. Lawrence.
The Gulf of St. Lawrence. The St. Lawrence itself means the river. How about Curacao? Curacao. All right, Donald Neville.
Indian Ocean.
No, Bishop Whalen, Mark Gilroy.
Mediterranean Sea.
No, the Caribbean Sea. And in what ocean is Guam? Fernand Claveau.
Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific is right. That makes it McDonald Cartier 170, Bishop Whalen 60 points. So McDonald Cartier has the lead of 110 points at this early stage in the game. We'll see how they all do on sights and sounds in just a moment. First, we'll have a quick look at this. Now sharpen up your eyes and ears, because here come the sights and sounds. And on your screen first, you're going to see famous Johns. No, not what you think. People named John. All right, identify them for me. Who is this? Mark Gilroy.
John McEnroe.
Indeed. And this man, who is that? Anybody? Yes, Stephen Campbell.
John Turner.
John Turner, that's right. And how about this? Fernand Claveau.
Johnny Carson.
Yes, that was Johnny. And who's all right, Donald?
John Travolta.
Right. And this man, yes, Joan Hunchy.
John Lennon.
John Lennon, of course. And finally, who's that, Mark? Too much time. McDonald Cartier, Jennifer Agnew.
John Wayne.
That's right. Johnny Wayne is called, but he is the guy that goes along with Schuster. Now it's McDonald Cartier 210, Bishop Whalen 80. Now we have some pop music for you. I realize you're a little too old to remember when these came out, because this is music from the 50s. So give me the titles of these numbers from the 1950s. Listen carefully.
She was on 16.
Joan Hinchy.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, you said? No.
I loved her so, but she was too young to fall.
Jennifer Agnew.
Only 16.
That is right. Only 16. How about this one?
Going to Kansas City, here I come.
Stephen Campbell.
Kansas City, here I come.
No, Bishop Whelan. Daniel Addison.
Kansas City.
That's right, just plain Kansas City.
Come on.
All right, try this one.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Jennifer Agnew. No, it's not. No.
Throw 16 candles.
Mark Ulrich.
16 candles?
Yeah, how did you get that? You must have listened to the words. Try this one. Bernard Claveau.
Rock Around the Clock?
No. Mark Ulrich.
Johnny Be Good?
No words to help you there. That was slipping and sliding. Now, we have an art question. I want you to tell me the painters who painted each of these pictures. I'll give you clues. This is by a Florentine master. There it is. Jennifer Agnew.
Raphael.
No, Bishop Whelan. Joan Hinchy.
Rembrandt.
No, Sandro Botticelli. La Primavera, it's called. This is by a 17th century Frenchman who studied and lived in Paris. Daniel Addison.
Renoir?
No, McDonald Cartier. I have to tell you, that's Nicolas Poussin. And this is by a Mannerist. His name means of Verona. All right, try Joan Hinchy.
Da Vinci.
No, McDonald Cartier. I have to tell you, Paolo Veronese. And finally, a Flemish artist known for his exuberant Baroque style, Jennifer Agnew.
Raphael.
No, Bishop Whelan. Time is up. That is by Rubens. Let's see how you do on cars. We're going to show you some models of old cars on the screen. Tell me what cars these are. Here we go. Yes, Mark Ulrich.
Model T?
It's a Model T Ford. Right on. What's this fellow? Yes, Donald Neville.
Peugeot?
No, it's not. Bishop Whelan. Daniel Addison.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. It's a Citroën. And this is what? There. All right, Mark Ulrich.
Rolls Royce?
Rolls Royce. Very good. How about this? There. Donald Neville.
Packard?
No, it's not. Mark Ulrich.
An Edsel?
It's an Edsel, the great failure of the car world. And how about this one? Anybody? Haven't been around for a while. Mark. No, he won't try it. McDonald Cartier. Stephen Campbell.
Packard?
No, it's a Studebaker. And we have one more car. There. What is that? Still see a few around. No? Time's up then. That was a Chevrolet from a few years back. Now look at the score. McDonald Cartier, 220. Bishop Whelan, 130.
And now back to our game. The runner-up school will get a $400 grant. Now back to our game, and here's Bob Cadman.
Thanks, Dan. Now we have the assigned questions, a set of 8, one for each student on the show. If the first student who tries it can't get it, it goes to the member of the other team right above or right below. 10 points for first try, 5 points for second try. We're going to get a bit spaced out here because we want you to identify some planets. I'll give you some information on one of the planets in the solar system. You tell me which planet. For you, Stephen Campbell, this is the third largest planet in diameter at 29,500 miles.
Jupiter?
No, Joan Hinchy.
Uranus.
Uranus is right. Donald Neville, the planet between Venus and the Sun.
Mercury?
Right. Jennifer Agnew, the third smallest planet, sometimes called the red planet, with a diameter of 4,140 miles.
Venus.
No, Dan Addison?
Mars?
Mars. Fernand Claveau, the fifth largest planet, with a diameter of 7,926 miles.
Saturn?
No, Pierre Pilat. No. He doesn't know. That's the Earth. We're a planet, too. Okay, going down to Bishop Whelan now, we have some planets for you. Joan Hinchy, what's the largest planet, diameter 86,000 miles?
Jupiter.
Right. Mark Ulrich, what distant planet discovered in 1930 has a recently discovered moon called Charon?
Pluto?
Right. Daniel Addison, the fourth largest planet with a diameter of 28,000 miles?
Neptune?
Right. Pierre Pilat, and finally the second largest at 71,000 miles?
Uranus?
No, Bernard Claveau.
Saturn?
Saturn, you've got it. And now that score is somewhat closer. McDonald Cartier is 235, Bishop Whelan is 170. Bishop Whelan is catching up there. We have a scramble for 5 points. Christopher Reeves played the lead in what recent Mark Ulrich? Superman, you've got it. And a chance at a 40-point team question, 10 points apiece, all dealing with Superman. What Canadian-born actress played a reporter for the Daily Planet? Mark.
Margot Kidder.
Indeed. What was the name of Margot Kidder's character? Mark.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Another famous Canadian portrayed Clark Kent's adoptive father. Who was he? Yes, Mark.
Lauren Green.
No, it was Glenn Ford. The salary paid to one superstar who appeared in the film received a lot of publicity. Who was he? Mark.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando, right. And that makes it even closer. McDonald Cartier is still in the lead, 235 to Bishop Whelan's 205. Now we're going to spill a bit of blood. Listen to that crowd. We have a bloody question for you. What red pigment accounts for 90%, Mark Ulrich?
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin, 90% of the dry weight of a red blood cell. The fluid in which the blood cells are suspended, Mark.
Plasma.
Yes? Blood plasma is made up mostly of water, which accounts for 90% of its composition. What is blood plasma's leading component, which accounts for 7% of its makeup? Yes, Daniel Edison?
Oxygen.
Pardon me?
Oxygen.
No, McDonald Cartier. I have to tell you, that is protein. For a minute, I thought Mark Ulrich was a vampire. We know so much about blood. Hey, look at that now. McDonald Cartier with a 10-point lead, 235 to 225. Scramble for 5 points. How many British colonies were represented in the 1867 Mark Ulrich? Too much time. 1867, Fernand Claveau.
4.
No, I wanted the Confederation Conference, and there were 6. Newfoundland and Prince Edward Island, in addition to the colonies that became Canada. So we'll go on to an open question. These questions deal with people who invented or discovered something, or who were the first to formulate certain laws of science. I'll give you the invention or the law and the year associated with it. You tell me the name of the person. Who proposed the quantum theory of light in Mark Ulrich?
Einstein.
No, in 1901. McDonald Cartier. I have to tell you, that was Max Planck. Who published in 1905 the special theory of relativity? Stephen Campbell.
Einstein.
That was Einstein. Who invented the revolver? 1835. Donald Neville.
Colt.
Samuel Colt. Who discovered the process of vulcanizing rubber in 1839?
Charles
Pierre
Goodyear.
Pilote. Pardon me?
Charles Goodyear.
You're right. Who invented the electric generator? 1832. Donald Neville.
Watt.
No, Bishop Whelan. Mark Ulrich.
Volta.
No, Michael Faraday. McDonald Cartier, 255. Bishop Whelan, 235. They're going great guns now. Here's a scramble for 5 points. What actor played the part of Chauncey Gardner in the film Being There? Jennifer Aguirre.
Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers is right. 40-point team question now for McDonald Cartier, 10 points apiece, dealing with the career of the late Peter Sellers. Name the 1964 film in which Sellers played 3 roles: Group Captain Lionel Mandrake, President Muffley, and a third role which was included in the movie's title. Jennifer.
Dr. Strangelove.
That is right. Or How I Stopped Worrying and Learned to Love the Bomb. The director of Dr. Strangelove later went on to direct such films as 2001: A Space Odyssey and A Clockwork Orange. Who is he? McDonald Cartier. Jennifer.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yes. Peter Sellers was probably best known for his portrayals of Chief Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther series. Who directed each of the films in that series? They're allowed to consult, but quickly. Stephen Campbell.
Blake Emmons.
No, he didn't get it quite right. Blake Edwards. In how many Pink Panther films did Sellers appear? Jennifer.
4.
It was 5. You're so close. This question is on government, or parliaments to be exact. What is the term describing a parliament like Canada's that has 2 houses? Anybody? Don Neville.
Bicameral.
Yes. What is the name of the modern British upper house? Fernand Claveau.
The House of Lords.
Indeed. What was the name of the German legislature whose burning in 1933 enabled Hitler to seize dictatorial power? Pierre Pilote.
Reichstag.
Yes. What was the name of the representative assembly established in Russia by Tsar Nicholas II? Donald Neville.
Provisional government.
No, in 1905. Bishop Whelan. I have to tell you that's called the Duma. And what is the name given to the bicameral Japanese parliament? Anybody? All right, I have to tell you that is the Diet. It's nothing to do with Japanese food. Now the score: McDonald Cartier 300, Bishop Whelan 245. Oh no, there's the buzzer winding up this part of the show, and so a 55-point lead by McDonald Cartier, which is not very much at this point. We still have the short snappers coming up, and the snort shappers. All right, lots of points coming up in them. We'll see how they do in just a moment, right after this. Don't go away. Now the short snappers, all 10 points apiece. In ice hockey, what is the width of the goalie's net? Donald Neville.
4 feet.
No, Bishop Whelan. Mark Ulrich.
6 feet.
6 feet. What father and son each achieved the rank of Prime... Mark Ulrich.
Mackenzie.
He doesn't know. Prime Minister of Great Britain, McDonald Cartier. Yes, Fernand Clevo.
Pitt.
Yes, William Pitt. How long has Fidel Castro been ruler of Cuba? Yes, Stephen Campbell.
14 years.
No, Bishop Whelan, Dan Addison.
12 years.
No, it's 22. What actress has been most often nominated for an Academy Award? Donald Neville.
Jane Fonda.
No, Bishop Whelan, Dan Addison.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Katharine Hepburn. What is the largest, loudest, and most powerful of all musical instruments? Anybody? Donald Neville.
Bass drum.
No, Bishop Whelan. Bishop Whelan's turn. Yes, Mark Ulrich.
Bass guitar.
No, it's the organ. Who wrote the songs for the Broadway show Kiss Me, Kate? Stephen Campbell.
Gershwin.
No, Bishop Whelan. Bishop Whelan, please. Nobody knows there. That is Cole Porter. Who was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I? Donald Neville.
Queen Victoria.
No, Bishop Whelan. I have to tell you, Anne Boleyn. Who invented dynamite? Yes, Mark.
Nobel.
Nobel. What country lies on Hungary's northern border? Yes, Mark.
Bulgaria.
No, McDonald Cartier, Stephen Campbell.
Czechoslovakia.
You are right. And who composed the music for the West Side Story? Yes, Stephen.
Rodgers and Hammerstein.
No, Bishop Whelan. Joan Henshey.
Gershwin?
Leonard Bernstein. How many E's are there in psychedelic? Donald Neville.
4.
No, Bishop Whelan. Daniel.
2.
2. What metric prefix indicates that a unit is multiplied by 1 million? Donald Neville.
K.
No,
Hugo.
Bishop Whelan. Mark Ulrich.
Millie.
No, mega. What is 1/100th of a ruble? That's got them all right. That's a kopeck. What is the square root of 196? Donald Neville.
14.
14. And the next question, the music of the Broadway. No, there's the buzzer, the bell rather, winding up the show. And the final score, McDonald Cartier 330, Bishop Whelan 275. The winner, McDonald Cartier High School from St. Hubert. Well, congratulations for a good win there, McDonald Cartier. Stephen Campbell. Donald Neville. Jennifer Agnew. And Fernand Claveau. And your team counselors, Mr. Robert Laflamme, Mr. Ross DeRoche, and Mr. Ned Tobin. Well, Bishop Whelan, you kept it close most of the way. You almost caught up there at one point, but in the end, McDonald Cartier came ahead. Let's hear it now for Bishop Whelan High School from Lachine. So that gets our fourth league off to a good start. We'll have another exciting game for you next week at this time. Be sure to be here. I'm Bob Cadman. See you then. Right now, we'll see Stan Gibbons.
Well, congratulations, McDonald Cartier High School. We're going to see you in 4 weeks. You're a semifinalist in our fourth league, and you're going to be competing against the winner of next week's game between Malcolm Campbell and John Rennie High Schools. Reach for the Top is brought to you by the CBC and is designed as a showcase for exceptional Canadian students. I'm Stan Gibbons. Be with us next week when we have more students meeting to compete on Reach for the Top.